Ethiopia is one of Africa's most historic and fascinating countries, but there are things you can do there but could get you arrested, fined, or in serious trouble if you're not careful. Hi guys, my name is Harriet Anabo. I'm a content creator from Kampala, Uganda. In case you're new, you're most welcome. If you're my returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. Before you visit Ethiopia, know these things. The first point is illegal drugs. Possession or trafficking of illegal drugs can lead to serious charges. Guys, if you're to go to Ethiopia, avoid carrying illegal drugs. Why I'm telling you this is because there are a lot of if you're using the road, let's say if you're from Kenya and you're headed to Moyale border, because from there you have to sleep and wait up to night and then get another bus that will take you to Addis Ababa. Now, especially if you're using, even though you're using a flight, it's still the same thing because they'll still check you. So avoid carrying illegal drugs. If you're using the road, just know there are something like 5 checkpoints. That one shows you the security is tight when it comes to Ethiopia. So avoid carrying things that are illegal to Ethiopia. Penalties can be severe. If in case they find you carrying those things, I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy for you. Don't assume rules are the same as in other countries. So just avoid carrying things that are illegal because they're going to check you. They're going to check you. And trust me, if they find anything, it's not gonna be easy for you. Another point is disrespecting religion. Now, Ethiopia is deeply religious, and I think it has got like a lot of religions. One of them is Orthodox Christianity, another one is Islam, there's Protestant communities, and etc. So me, I got a chance to enter one of the Orthodox churches when I was in Addis Ababa, and I had one of the best experiences. So if you want to live well in Ethiopia, avoid disrespecting religion. Mocking religious practices or behaving disrespectfully in sacred places can lead to conflict and possible legal trouble depending on what happens. So all those things, you have to make sure you follow them, guys. Otherwise, if you don't follow them, you are going to be arrested in Ethiopia. Okay. Another one is political protests, sensitive politics. Avoid joining demonstrations unless you fully understand the situation. Now, sometimes now, like as an example, content creators, you're out there, maybe you're trying to get a video, and then you find like protests or things going on in the city. Avoid joining those kinds of protests because you don't know what's going on. So if they grab you, especially if you're a foreigner and then they grab you, I'm telling you, it's not going to be easy for you because Ethiopians don't joke around when it comes to their country. Political tensions can escalate quickly. Foreign visitors especially should be cautious. You just need to be cautious, okay? Another point is photography restrictions. Don't film military sites, airports, government, security buildings, checkpoints, or sensitive infrastructure without permission. Now, I think I've seen this myself, like in most of the countries I go to, and I always tell this to content creators. If you're watching me, you just need to be cautious in case you're out there because there are some areas that are really prohibited. Like you cannot just go and shoot a video, especially government premises. That one, every content creator should be knowing it. If you're not a content creator, just know this. If they get you filming in a place that without permission in Ethiopia, I'm telling you, there are going to be penalties and they're going to be severe, you know. So avoid shooting anyhow. Sometimes you need permission to go to some places. Guys, that's security. I think there is a time I was passing, I'm forgetting one of the parks. I was bypassing one of the parks and then I saw a security guy pointing at me like to stop shooting because you're not allowed to shoot from outside. I think I'll leave it here, the park I was bypassing. It is called a Unity Park. So there's a time I was filming around Unity Park. Guys, I didn't know because it was my first time going to Ethiopia. I didn't know that place is restricted. You cannot shoot from outside. First of all, Unity Park is just next to the parliament. So me, I didn't know. So they were just pointing at me and telling me to stop. Like, it's not allowed to shoot. I didn't know. So you just need to be careful whenever you are in Ethiopia, especially Addis Ababa. Like, even though it's not Addis Ababa only, there are also other government premises that you cannot shoot when you're in Ethiopia. Another point is insulting the government, stroke hate speech online. Online posts can have consequences, especially if they incite violence, spread dangerous misinformation, or target groups. So you just need to be careful with inflammatory content. Especially this point goes to content creators. If you're out there and you're a content creator, I think this point is really, really vital. Just avoid insulting the government. Guys, the government of Ethiopia doesn't joke. Just know if you're in Ethiopia, you need to behave, you know. So you need to avoid violence, like bringing out hate speeches online, because they'll look for you. Even though you've left the country, they'll still look for you. Another point is currency rules. Follow regulations on bringing in, stroke out foreign currency. Now the thing is, actually, before going to Ethiopia, I asked one of my friends who has been there, and then I was like, which currency should I carry when I enter Ethiopia? You can have, of course, Ethiopian birr, but I think they value dollars a lot. So this is one thing I've been talking about a lot in my videos, and I always tell people, if you're to travel to a country, I think be used to carrying dollars or euros. That depends on the country you're headed to. So there's something to Ethiopia. I carried dollars from Uganda. What I did, I went to one of the places here in Uganda, and then I got my dollars. I went to Ethiopia with my dollars. So when I reached in Ethiopia, I went to the commercial bank, because that is where they do the visa payments and everything. That is where I always pay my visa from, but the visa is paid in dollars, and then I exchanged from dollars to Ethiopian birr, so they can help me move around, or even buy data, SIM card and everything, you know. But dollars, guys, just get used to carrying dollars everywhere you go, you know, when it comes to traveling to countries, because most countries dollars are valued. Ethiopia is one of the places, you know. So use legal exchange channels. You have to use legal exchange channels. Avoid black market exchange. It can lead you to legal problems. For those ones who don't know, you just need to be straight in each and everything that you do if you are to enjoy Ethiopia. Otherwise, if you do the opposite, you're going to be arrested. Let me talk about another point, which goes scam, stock fraud. Now, fraud, fake business deals, and documents forgery are criminal offenses. Now, if you're that person who is into forgery, you love forging papers, guys, Ethiopia is not the place. Otherwise, you're going to be arrested. Another point I want to talk about is avoiding stepping the grass, and also the bike lane. Guys, follow that. Whenever you go to Ethiopia, just make sure you follow the rules. Otherwise, you're going to fall into problems. You just need to be careful. You know, even just stepping the bike lane and the grass is punishable. You can either be fined, I'm telling you, or you can be arrested. So you just need to be careful whenever you're in Ethiopia. Another point is respect local culture. Now, Ethiopians are too much into culture, too much into tradition. You need to respect that as well too. Otherwise, you'll be arrested. Public behavior matters, you know. Dress modestly in conservative areas. Guys, you know, sometimes you might be on the streets of Bole. Like, I've been on the streets of Bole like a lot of times. You know, I used to shoot like videos, and people, like my comment section, people used to tell me, Harriet, you forget, you always step the bicycle lane. Guys, sometimes I used to forget. I used to bring my village of Kampala in Ethiopia, forgetting that these people have like rules, they have like regulations. So the thing is, you just have to follow everything they tell you. Otherwise, you're gonna be charged, you're gonna be fined, you're going to go into serious trouble, or you'll be arrested. Those guys, they don't joke. You might be like, maybe they will not see me. Guys, the cameras are almost everywhere. The streets are extremely clean. Avoid dumping on the streets of Bole, especially. Guys, like almost everywhere, the cleanliness is top notch. Bole, especially Bole, is extremely clean. So if you have like a bottle, or if you have like a paper, avoid littering around. But if all countries follow these rules, guys, I'm telling you, even Rwanda, I think they have the same regulations, no dumping anyhowly. The same thing with Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, guys. Guys, the cleanliness there, You can even fear dumping something there, because every time you're finding ladies sweeping. Guys, if you don't follow this, you're going to be arrested or you're going to be charged. Just stepping the grass itself, if they find you, you're going to be charged or you're going to be fined or arrested. So just avoid all these things. Just follow each and everything they tell you. Me, I enjoyed myself in Addis Ababa because first of all, I have you guys that were really watching out for me. Every time you could tell me in the comment section, Harriet, don't do this, things that even I never knew, now I know. Now when I go back to Ethiopia the next time, I cannot do things that I did last time. You know, like everything that you guys saw in my videos, or everything I was talking about in my videos, guys, that's the fact. These people, they don't joke when it comes to their country. You just need to follow the rules and then you will live well in Ethiopia. So Ethiopia is welcoming, rich in culture and beautiful, but like any country, respecting local laws and customs matters. Guys, like any other country, like if you're out there and then you want to come to, let's say, Kampala, Uganda, and then there are some laws, restrictions or regulations you are supposed to follow, and then you don't follow, you're going to fall into trouble or they'll arrest you. This is what I keep on talking about. You know, it's the same thing with Ethiopia, Addis Ababa. All you need to do is follow the rules. Just know they are rich in culture. Don't do things that are against their rules. Otherwise, you're going to be arrested. Another point is fastening your seat belts. That is another thing that I saw, which is not so common in each and every country. Like when you board a public means of transport, even though it is a Bolt, a taxi, the buses that they use, you know, you are supposed to fasten your seat belts. First of all, they are going to charge the driver $10 if you don't fasten your seat belts, and if you're in Addis Ababa or anywhere in Ethiopia. So this is one thing that you need to follow. Otherwise, they will charge the driver. That is why most of the time, whenever you enter a car, the first thing the driver tells you, fasten your seatbelt, madam or sir. And you have to follow that. You have to, because first of all, they are protecting you. And I feel like everything that they put, all the restrictions, everything that they put, all the regulations, they are trying to protect you from not going into danger. So if the driver tells you, please fasten your seatbelt, why not? Because first of all, you are saving yourself in case anything happens. Another thing, you are also saving the driver from not paying any charges, let's say of paying, because $10 is not something small, you know, it can do for you something. So guys, I think that is it. If I've left out anything, kindly drop a comment down below and let me know in the comment section. But I think I've exhausted most of the things that you don't need to do if you don't want to be arrested. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. And again, if you are still watching me and you haven't subscribed to the channel, I mean, what are you waiting for? Kindly do subscribe, like and share. All right, I think I'll see you in my next one. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Bye bye.